Alright, so this is going to be what we're hoping the cake ends up looking like. I'm just going to take this downstairs so you can see about what length we're going to need of a cake pan and see exactly how we're going to have to make it. So these are my two cake pan choices. I have the regular long, I have the regular 8x11 one, and then I also have this one which is 8x8. So I wasn't quite sure which one I should use. I'm just going to try to see if I placed it in this one, I would have a little bit left over, which is fine. But if I did the smaller one, let's see. If I did the smaller one, it would not quite work because it would be a little bit short and it's too squared. Yeah, I think this shape would not work out for me. So I'm not going to use the square one, the 8x8. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and try the 8x11. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make two cakes because, well, this one's like actually almost the same length. It's not that thick. What I'm just going to do is make one cake. So I bought the confetti cake and I bought the triple chocolate. And now I'm going to have to pick which one I want to go with. I think I'm going to go with confetti cake just because it's birthday cake, and I think I might want to do this one. Alright, so now that my cake has cooled down, you can see it's going to have like a little bit of a bubbly top, and it's kind of cracked and messed up. What we have to do is flip the cake upside down on a flat surface, and we have to cut the remaining bubbled part off so that it's completely flat. Alright, so you're going to see that there is like a gap between the top and the bottom, and you want it to be completely smooth. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your knife and you're just going to cut it all the way across so that it is going to be completely even and flat. So I flipped it over and I was messing around too much and it cracked, which just kind of sucks, but that's okay. I'm just going to use icing to kind of squish it back together. And since it was a little bit too long, I wanted to cut off some of the middle part so that I could make it the right length. So I just kind of cut it out and squished it together, and then now I'm going to ice it up with some buttercream icing. I have these black candy melts I'm going to add to my fondant to make it the black part. First we had to get the Crisco, oil up our hands again and our surface because I forgot to do the black icing to begin with. Now that these are melted, I'm just going to mix it together with my marshmallow, and it's kind of like a black color. Alright, so right here I have some extra fondant that I'm going to use as the rectangle part of the cake, the one where the game actually slides into it. This is kind of hard because I used a little bit too much candy melts to make the dark color, which I thought I was going to need all this purple, which I didn't. So anyways, once I've got it all filled out, I put it on top of the cake, as you can see right here, and since it's so lumpy, I covered it in icing to kind of fill in all the spots that were like holes and everything like that. So we got to get that all nice and smooth so that we can put the fondant on top. I used buttercream icing, and then here's the gray fondant I made. So now all I have to do is smooth it on there by pulling on the sides and just trying to get all the extra pieces like down so that I can cut it off. So I just want to move gently across the cake, smoothing all the wrinkles out. My cake did not turn out that great. I did still have lumps, but oh well, it's the best I could do. So anyways, I'm cutting off the extra and then just kind of folding in at the bottom. Okay, and so right here the angle is not very good, so what I did is I got some of the extra pieces and of gray fondant, and I mixed it with a little bit of black to try to get a darker shade of gray. So that's going to be the part that goes in the middle of the two switches, the power switch and the reset switch. It's just a little square, so I stuck it on there. You can't see it, but then I'm cutting the purple part as well for the switch part. You know, the left side says power, the right side says reset, and that's what it looks like